All right. So we're gonna wait for a couple more minutes for people to, or a couple minutes for people to jump on the video. Do me a favor, please hit that share button, or hit the share button, and put a comment down below if you can hear me okay. Good? So waiting.
So we're going live in two phones. We're going live with my phone. We're going live with Abe's phone. So my Facebook. Make sure you guys share. All right, and say what's up.
All right. So let's go ahead and start the videos. So for those who join us live, thank you guys for watching us or watching the video. For those joining us later in the recorded, again, thank you guys. Please share this. We're trying to shoot out information or give information out for free for you to become a better dancer faster, and because we need dancers in Bakersfield. All right. So the topic for today is fear in life, business, and on the dance floor. And I always try to combine those three things together. So, because you could learn a lot of things at the club, like socially, and for business too. You could learn a lot of things from people out dancing and etc. So for something that I kind of got lucky, because I've been in sales since I was 20, so 10 years in sales. I haven't had a clock in, clock out job since I was 20, so I've only had commission straight jobs, or I've had businesses where it pays me but no clock in, clock out time. So in being in businesses like that in sales, I've been door knocking. I hear no's all the time, so I'm very used to getting rejection. And in my head, I really don't have fear to going up to people or just talking to strangers. What I've noticed is that a lot of people don't have that type of job, right? So people are afraid. So one thing about fear is, there's an anagram about fear is called false evidence appearing real. And that's what fear is, right? When you're at the club as a male, you look at a female and you start thinking she's going to say no, or etc. Have you experienced that?
Yes.
All right. And
all the time.
All the time, right?
Every day of my life.
And students say that all the time. Like I'll be at the club and they'll be like, I got rejected already one time, and then they don't want to dance at all, or they want to go home, whatever. So again, false evidence appearing real. Who knows if the second or third person are going to tell you yes, right? So one thing about that is that we're all animals. Our brain is made to protect us. So your brain will fight against you. Thank you guys for all the likes. Keep on, put the likes, the hearts, whatever. Your brain will work against you and actually make up stories in your head before it's actually going to happen, right? For example, that example I told you, that you ask one girl and she says no, and you think the rest of the girls are going to tell you no. Have you experienced that?
No.
No?
No.
Your brain never tells you another girl's going to tell you no or anything?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Not
well,
me, at least.
Not you?
I guess everyone has their own thinking process, what if, but you're right, like your mind will start to kind of just
fight against you. Yeah,
and you'll make excuses. Maybe, I mean, for me, you'll make excuses for that girl, but for me, that one person didn't make me think what the other girls might say.
Would you say you have a stronger mindset than the average person? Because I know you for years now, and I know you're pretty confident about yourself. You're pretty, and you really don't care what other people think about you either. There's people that think, they care about every stranger thinks about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if you have a mindset like Jaime or a mindset like me, like we don't care what you're gonna say, I can go up to any girl and talk to her. Can you do that? You can do that. I've seen you talk to.
Not really. Just if I know them. Not strangers.
Not strangers.
Not strangers.
So if you go to a club in LA, you'll hesitate to ask a girl to dance.
It just depends on what type of club. If like we come from salsa bachata scene,
Mm-hmm.
that's more welcoming. It's more common to go ask a girl to dance.
Okay.
But if you're like at a nightclub where they play party music, then that's different because those scenes are morely like, you know, a guy getting at a girl. Typically, at least. So it just depends on the scene.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. So salsa, bachata, cumbia clubs, they're more welcoming. They're more, yes, you have a point. As an instructor, I've met a lot of people that always tell me things like that. And fear, maybe a sense of self-defeat already, it stops a lot of people from dancing. And that's what we're here for. That's why this page is for. It's meant for dancers and meant for people to learn how to dance. And that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. So, ways to get over fears. Thank you for the hearts. Ways to get over fears. It's just, they're not rejecting you as a person. They're rejecting that 3 minutes of dancing. That's it. They're not rejecting Abraham. They're not rejecting Jaime. It's just the 3 minutes for that song to start and to be over. Maybe their feet hurt. Maybe they've been dancing every single song for the whole night. Maybe they have a bad day, whatever. Just remember that they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the 4 minutes. A great way to get over rejection is to get all the no's out of the way, right? If you go to a club and you're ready to dance, ask all the girls to dance. Whichever one tells you no, don't ask them no more. Just go dance with the ones that tell you yes, and you'll be happy for the rest of the night. Is there a technique you use?
I could go another way around it.
All right.
Sometimes it does depend on your dance level, but that only comes during the time when you start learning. Let's say there's a girl that is experienced, and you know she kind of doesn't want to go through the motion of taking a basic dance, so she'll say, you know what, maybe she is tired, and that's not wanting her to make that dance, to do that dance at that moment. But you know, and that's a lot of times, a lot of beginners, sometimes they are rejected because they're still learning, and they sometimes don't want to go through that motion of doing a beginner dance.
Yes.
But hang in there, take your time, do the classes, put in the time to go to the club and social dance. Your skills will develop, and most often they won't tell you no after that.
Once they get to know you and your skill level.
And then also there is a factor of, you know, once they know you, it's a lot more comforting with that one person compared to like a stranger. Well, I don't know you, so there's a lot of factors.
So that's when you get more advanced. I'm talking about like a beginner person starting to take lessons. People don't know them. Those type of people are afraid to ask. Not all of them. A lot of them are afraid to ask a girl to dance, or vice versa. The girls are afraid of guys to ask, or the girls are afraid to ask a guy to dance. But yes, you're right. Once you get known, once your level of dancing goes higher, it becomes easier and easier, right?
Right.
Okay, perfect.
Right.
So
Sure.
We're done with the fear part and how to get over it. Just get out there and get over the rejection fast.
I mean, what's the
worst that can happen is say no. That's it.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So
You did it too.
the next tips from Jaime Alvarez to become a better dancer faster. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Remember, please comment down below if you want us to cover a specific topic.
Oh yes.
We're watching the comments and the thumbs up and the hearts. If we get a lot of comments down below, we will make videos later about those topics. And all right, so let's get to how to become a better dancer faster. Tips from Jaime Alvarez. So how do you get better?
You got to be motivated. I mean, if
Do you have to be motivated or obsessed about getting better?
I think that's like
Kind of same thing.
it's almost like hand in hand.
Because let me tell you, when I first started dancing salsa, because I already knew a little bit about cumbia, but salsa, I was going to every single class I could find. You know, I was kind of like, I was obsessed of learning how to dance. So you don't have to be obsessed to learn?
mean, okay, I'll go even before that. Before I did salsa bachata, I did hip hop.
Okay.
And I had my mindset of like, man, I want to be really good at this, and that's all I did. I would think about it, I would dream about it, and I just practiced and did my research, and that was with no instructor. So if you find a way to do it, even when there's not many resources out there, you're gonna make it happen. So yeah, you have to be obsessed. You have to really want it. And the thing about the salsa bachata scene, there's classes. There's, a lot of people share the same passion with dance. You get friends. Friends will help you also motivate you to go to the classes, go to the dances. But yeah, you do have to have a drive for it. If you don't, when you don't have a drive, you typically will think you'll maybe go to the classes, but you won't have the passion where you don't go to social dancing. When you don't go social dancing, you might as well not do the classes because you'll lose everything.
Yeah.
So,
and there's people like that. There's a lot of people that just go to classes and they don't go to a club or they don't go dancing.
Going to the club is like
the best teacher is the club.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, for sure.
The best instructor.
That's where you learn the most. I mean, you learn the structure of the dance doing the classes, but it's the best way to really ingrain that movement is repetition, and repetition is to social dancing.
I agree. So since we have both going on, we don't have questions yet. If you guys have any questions, put them down below. We're watching the videos. What other tips do you have? Let's say a beginner coming straight into the dance floor or into the dance scene. What tips do you have for them? Would you tell somebody? This is the question I get all the time. That's why I'm asking you. To take one specific type of dance lessons, or would you say take salsa, take cumbia, take bachata?
No. You don't want to do that.
No. Okay. I disagree, but let's go ahead.
For me, like I said, even when I did my hip hop dancing, I would focus on one genre. So if it was popping, I would focus on popping. Make sure all the muscle memory, I would really work on the muscle memory on that style. Once I felt comfortable and it felt at ease with it, I'll move on to the next genre. And because if you try to, for me, my experience, when you try to juggle different genres, different styles, the muscle memory won't stick as easy compared to if you just focus on one style. So if you're gonna do cumbia, focus on cumbia, take a month maybe, and really just work on it until you feel comfortable with it, and then move on to bachata or cumbia or whatever the case is. Okay, for me, that what really helped for me.
Perfect. So I'm the complete opposite. I say learn everything you can, because bachata, if you see my bachata moves, is the same moves I do in cumbia. Right? Same. People make fun of me saying I'm dancing, a mix of them. But the same moves I do in bachata, I can do in cumbia. And if you learn both of them, dude, you cut your learning in half. That's how I feel. Salsa is a little bit different, but I can still do half of my moves that I do in cumbia and bachata in salsa.
That's the beauty of the dance, though, because you'll have a style, and that style influences the next style.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's a good thing, because I don't know if you remember when I got into the scene, the salsa bachata scene, I had this hip hop feel to me, yeah. And everyone was like, "Oh, you do all the hip hop stuff," and I had a flair to it. Like I got a lot of compliments from it. But yeah, it's good to have influences from different styles.
Yeah. Okay. So what for experienced dancers, because you're an experienced dancer, or let's say intermediate, trying to become to that or get to that next level, what would you tell them?
What was the question?
So, the question: an intermediate dancer, how do they get to that next level?
Oh, maybe going out of town.
Oh,
challenging your skills. Maybe seeing that one girl where like she's gonna challenge you, and maybe pull out all the moves that you have, because that will make you a better dancer.
Want to learn more?
Make you want to learn more, and not only that, you know, it'll humble you. Like, okay, maybe because you know Bakersfield is a smaller town. There's not great dancers here. So you know the next step is maybe going to LA or to San Fran.
Fresno has good dancers.
Fresno has some pretty good dancers too out there.
Shout out to Fresno. Shout out to people, our friends in LA.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and go find that one dancer where you know she shines and she's really good, and try to impress her. If you impress her, then it's good. You know, if not, work harder.
Okay. So, my 2 cents on that. I feel Bakersfield's a huge city. There's like 400,000 people in Bakersfield. There's Lamont, Arvin, Shafter, Wasco, Taft, Delano, and we probably have of dancers or people that go out dancing maybe 200 people, 300 people, if that.
I don't count.
We, as a community, need to improve our dancers bad or get more dancers. The younger crowd, where's the younger crowd at?
They like to party.
Man, that sucks.
They like to party. They like to have fun.
Yeah, we need to get more classes going on. Get that younger crowd. You know, we need more dancers. Period. So, anything else, Jaime, you want to talk about? Any other tips? Anything?
Other tips? No, not that I could think of.
No. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Please hit that share button if you have
share.
If you have
sharing is caring.
Yeah, sharing is caring. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them down below, either in mine or either in Jaime's, and we'll make videos of that in the future. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later, guys.